Welcome back, viewers. So today I am actually going to be detailing the outside of a Subaru. I'm going to mainly concentrate on the door jambs and the outside paint. I'm not going to do much with the interior inside. So definitely please stay tuned if you enjoy seeing this kind of content. And I'm going to show you another time lapse of everything being done. Again, I did look on the inside, but I'm mainly going to concentrate on the door jambs and the outside paint. So if you are a returning subscriber, thank you again for watching another one of my videos. If you are local and need your car detailed, definitely hit me up at wjgrandcherokee@gmail.com. Or if you're local and you happen to have my number, definitely feel free to give me a call and I will detail your car. I will come to your place. But again, just kind of check out everything and I will give you the time lapse and you'll see all the work that goes into this detail. So first off, I'm going to do a talk over on this time lapse. I've sped it up again so you can see the process. As you can see, I'm working hard again, removing the rail dust on this car as I'm going to do the door jambs and everything. But basically, if you are watching this, sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, whether you're watching on your TV or you're just clicking on this and it's new on your phone. And I'm going to actually talk about some of the price of the chemicals and how some of these detailers that come to your house, what they're going to do and what they're going to charge and how they're going to price accordingly to what you actually want in your car. And if any professional detailer is actually going to do something before they even do it, they're going to have to look the car over. They're going to have to see the scratches, see if it has rail dust, see the paint contaminants, see the inside. They're going to really have to address to see what it actually needs. So I've called a few places myself to get some pricing, and I was wondering how they actually can come to your house and do it so cheap and how it works. Numerous places that I've actually called, they basically tell you, oh, okay, a detail ought to come to your house for $60 to $80 or something like that. So once you get there, they tell you, it's a wash vac and a window, and then they'll, if they're looking over the car before they even do it, they're going to talk about the rail dust, and then you'll add on another $100 to do the rail dust, and then add it on $50-$60 to do a wax. And buffing obviously comes depending on what the car needs and how big the scratches are. It turns out that it's going to need a lot more time, and also you have to take in consideration whether you're going to your house or doing it at somebody else's house. The electric, the water, all that stuff plays a role in detailing. And if you did notice there too, I use some bug and sap and tire remover to get some of the tire out of the door jambs. So everything adds up. A little bottle of that stuff's about $10. The iron removal is actually $15 to $20, and I'm using to do like right there and that. So everything adds up. So $10 and $25 just for the iron removal and the bug, wax, and tire remover. And also the stuff that I have the bottle right now is either you can use it as Purple Power or Super Clean, and you're still talking like at least $3, $4, $5 in that bottle, even when it's diluted with water. But people that come to your house or they want their car detailed really don't know the effort that goes into it. The time it takes. And I was here for about 6 hours. This was actually my father's wife's car, and I spent a good amount of time on this. As you can see, a lot of work goes into it. And by the time you're done with the clay is actually no good too once you're done with that. And the car has to be washed, and then it has to be clayed, and then it has to be rewashed again after all the contaminants are removed. And then the car also has to be waxed. So you also have to take the wax into consideration too. Every chemical definitely costs money. And basically, in the beginning, I was actually going to do this whole car, but it took me so much time to get the outside the way I wanted to get it. And now that there is actually a coat of wax on there and it's all done, and I will show you the finished product, the car will be a lot easier to take care of. So before, my father was actually just waxing over the contaminants that were on the paint. So you're almost making it so that it actually sticks even more to the car. But once you've cleaned the paint and you take care of it and it gets washed occasionally, it's a lot easier to take care of. Some people really, and if they're watching, if they could care less about their car being clean. But some of like talking about the door jambs and the places I'm cleaning right now, I just remove that rubber seal to get behind that. And if you're getting in and out of a car, or you got a wedding, or you got some kind of a fancy event to attend, or you're just going out to dinner and say your wife's got a dress on and she's going for a wedding or something like that, you want the car really clean because your clothing on the door jambs is going to get dirty. And a lot of things take a play in why people want their cars detailed. Some people also, if you neglect the car and you don't detail, it's just like kind of not doing the maintenance on a car. Over time, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. and basically it makes it 10 times harder. So just like not changing the oil in the car, not detailing a car is basically going to make it harder for the next person that's got it. But if you keep a car up, and you bring it to the dealer and they look at it and like, wow, this thing's clean. We literally don't even have to have anybody even touch this thing. We can just basically bring it in and throw it on our lot. Not that anybody actually takes this consideration when you're trading a car in, because I'd really like to go to a dealer sometimes if I was to trade a car and say, hey, we take $100 off the sale price because I cleaned this car myself and I kept it up. But that's just not the way the world works. And again, lots of time in the windows, I use a scuff pad, and that gets all the contaminants and stuff that's kind of like a little bit of a hard residue on there to get it off there. So again, time and consideration, removing the rail dust. Lots of these things are definitely, they have to be considered as far as price and things like that. And I almost think today, while I'm very fast with doing this and it's very, very tiresome, I definitely would like to price accordingly or do the outside first. So here's the finished product. And one quick thing when I say that I'm good and I'm fast, not because of the time lapse, because obviously I'm not moving that fast in real life, but basically that if once you're detailed enough, you kind of get a sequence where you can move from one to another and keep moving. But any detailer that's going to your house and it's just you doing it, you basically want to definitely just work like 8 to 10 hours on the outside, and then you want to do another separate day to do the inside. These dealerships, they got 3 or 4 different guys working on your cars, and now they actually pay people. They'll import it out and they'll take different people and they'll pay them a set rate, and I'll have like 2 or 3 of them working on one car. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing, and I hope you enjoyed.